I'm Gisela, and this is your channel Inglés para tu vida. I really don't understand what they are saying. That's one of the most popular questions that I have in my channel. Gisela, what can I do? I simply don't understand. Is there any tip? Is there anything that I can do in order to understand English? Well, today I'm going to give you some ideas about this topic. How can I improve my listening? How can I really understand what people are saying in English? But before we start, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to your channel Inglés para tu vida. It's absolutely free. And don't forget to share this video with all the people who want to learn English. Alright, this class is especially for advanced students, but I think that you can also take advantage of it even if your level is intermediate, pre-intermediate, basic, elementary, etc. Alright? Let's go to our first idea. The first example says, don't think, just listen. What do I mean by that? You're going to say, but Giselle, I have to think when I'm listening? So, for example, if you are listening to an English-speaking person, blah, 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 and besides that, you are thinking in your own language, what is this person saying, or I'm translating every word that I can pick. In that way, I can't really understand what this person is saying. So, you can't understand two conversations at the same time. You can't understand two conversations at once. And you're going to say, what conversation? It's only one person. Yes, but you have the person who's speaking and you are also thinking about it. What did he say? What's the word? What's the meaning? So, whereas you are thinking and at the same time you are trying to listen to this person, you lose completely the idea. You lose completely the conversation. Alright? So try to avoid that. How are we going to do that? Let's see point number 2. And then we're going to go back to point 1. Point number 2 says ask questions. That's right. When you are having a conversation with somebody and this person is talking and talking and talking for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you normally get bored because if you don't participate, you get bored and also you are going to miss a lot of information, right? Your brain is not going to concentrate during 10 minutes in a conversation. So try to get engaged. How are you going to get engaged? You have to ask some questions in which you are going to show your interest and you are going to interact, and in that way perhaps you are not going to understand 100% of the conversation, but you are going to understand chunks. Chunks are pieces of language, right? So you can understand one part and then another, perhaps not every single word, but you are going to have an idea. And as you are engaged and you participate in the conversation, asking questions and answering, you are going to feel involved and you are going to listen better to what the person is saying. Alright, let's go to point number 3. In point number 3 we have practice. And here I have a very interesting point, right? I always, and the people who always send me WhatsApp messages like this one that I'm receiving right now say, Gisela, how can I listen to real English, for example, a movie, if I don't understand a single word? So here I have a good tip for you. You have to watch movies but without subtitles. Check that. When you are in a real conversation with somebody, the person doesn't have subtitles here where you can read and at the same time watch the person, listen to the person, check the subtitles. In the real life, we do not have that. We just listen to the person and that's it. So get used to watch movies without subtitles. It depends on your level. For example, if you are a beginner, I really recommend you cartoons. Cartoons in English, right? So they are very clear, very specific. They have a lot of visual aids that can help you understand the story, and you don't have to check the subtitles. So no subtitles, people don't speak or don't come with subtitles And also, for example, if you're watching a cartoon for the first time without subtitles, I recommend you to take a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and write down exactly what you heard. Exactly what you heard, right? Try to watch it once, twice, or even 3 times, and you can write down exactly what you think the person is saying, or the thing that you are sure. Well, I'm sure that this person said this, all right, you write that down. Then you can play again the movie and check and compare if what you wrote is similar to what you can see in the subtitles. Good tip. So in that way, little by little, you are going to be more confident. You are going to know that, oh, I really understood that. That's interesting. But what happens if, for example, you wrote something and in the subtitles there's something completely different? What are you going to do? Don't panic. All right? What you have to do is this. You watch it a 4th time and now try to remember what you are listening, right? Good tip is to listen and then write what you think the person said. Okay, in our tip number 4, and this is very, very interesting, I recommend you to close your eyes, right? We're talking about a cartoon that you were watching, if you're a beginner, or it depends on your level, if you're watching a movie, comedy, etc. So, close your eyes. Why? Because when we close your eyes and at the same time you are listening to something, as you can see here, with your eyes closed, one sense isn't working and the other activates. That's true. So if you close your eyes, the listening part is going to be much better. You are going to have an acute sense here. Oh, because you can't read and you cannot watch, right? So close your eyes and this is going to be much better. Your listening is going to improve. Now, we were talking about movies. You have cartoons. If you are a beginner, you can watch cartoons, but if you are intermediate or advanced, you can watch different kind of movies. One that is very important are the sitcoms, right? Because they have a specific language. When you watch them, you can see the person is falling, for example, in Friends, so you can see, oh, Chandler is falling down, and you can see, oh, that's the verb, to fall, right? They are very good to start listening English, right? The comedies, the cartoons, and if you have a more advanced level, you can watch dramas, etc., right? Even action movies are very specific, they have a lot of images, but as I said, it's very important to do it without subtitles, all right? And then I told you that we were going to come back to point 1, and that's true, right? I said at the beginning that you cannot understand 2 conversations at the same time. That's true. For example, when you go to a meeting and somebody's speaking, the other is speaking, one's speaking, the other is speaking, you cannot listen to 2 people at the same time. The same happens when you are trying to understand English and the person, the native speaker, let's suppose, is talking to you and you are thinking about, I don't understand, you get anxious, you get stressed, you try to translate every single word. So you have 2 conversations in that moment. Just relax and listen, just listen. As we said in the part of the movies, when you watch a movie, you just listen, right? You just listen, you can watch the actions. In our case, we can use our body language to explain something. But the idea is, first of all, not to think about what the person is saying. Don't translate exactly and literally the words. And if you don't understand one word, don't get panicked, because you are going to listen chunks and pieces of languages that can help you have a general idea. Don't forget to get involved, ask questions, communicate, right? That's going to help you also to have a fluid conversation with this person, right? If you show your interest, the subtitle something that we talked, and close your eyes. That can help you to activate one sense, all right? I close my eyes, but my ear activates the sense, and my listening goes better. If you follow these tips, I assure you that in 3 or 4 months you are going to improve much your listening skills. So what about if you tell me what you think about this in the part of the comments, and if you want to practice directly with me and you want to talk about this point, send me a voice message or a text message to my WhatsApp number that will appear over here. Thank you so much for your attention. See you in our next class. Don't forget to subscribe to your channel Inglés para tu vida. I'm very happy because this class is very interesting and I'm enthusiastic about it. Share the video. See you in our next class. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye!